Maybe I'm late. I was...
No problem. We are good to go.
Hello, welcome to Technopark Toastmasters meeting number 49. I am Prakash and will be the sergeant at AMS for today's meeting. Toastmasters International is a non-profitable organization started by Ralph C. Smedley to promote public speaking and leadership skills. When we quote the mission of a Toastmasters Club, we provide a positive and supportive learning environment in which members are empowered to improve their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are some ground rules which we need to follow during the meeting. Let us not talk about sex, politics, and religion. Let us mute ourselves if we are not speaking. Let us not cross-talk. With that, let us get into the meeting. Let me invite our president, Toastmaster Arathi, to preside over this meeting. Toastmaster Arathi is working as a general manager at Suntech. She is a music aficionado, a seasoned Toastmaster, as well as an inspirational leader. Over to you, Toastmaster Arathi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prakash. You caught me off guard by calling me a music lover. I will have to be prepared for that. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, and yes, welcome to the 49th meeting of Technopark Toastmasters. 49th, and we are reaching a major milestone for Technopark Toastmasters. We are going to be covering half a century soon, and we want to have a great event for the 50th meeting. I'm so glad as a president to see the journey that we have had, the people that we have been able to carry along with us, and the great job my team is doing. So a round of applause to the great team at Technopark Toastmasters who have helped others as well as helped themselves in this journey. Today, we are going to talk about a specific theme. And before we get there, let me share my thoughts on thought for the day. Law of attraction. I'm sure most of you would have heard that. Law of attraction. Like attracts like. We say that if we foster positive thoughts, our life will attract similar positive energy into it. And if you brood on negative thoughts, all the energy that is attracted to it is also going to be negative. It is not a science. It's called a pseudoscience because it's not proven, but there are a lot of researches and experiments and do-it-yourself tutorials happening on the law of attraction. But I like to believe that this is right. When you can see the positivity of an item, you tend to see positivity in the others as well. You tend to attract it. And there are 3 laws in the laws of attraction. One is that like attracts like. Second is that when nature does not like a vacuum. That is, if you remove all the negativity in your life, nature wants to fill it with something and it fills it with positivity. So that's one way of saying stop thinking about the negative things. Stop thinking about some comment on Shruti. 4th attraction, Shruti generally. Stop filling it up with negativity so that all the positivity can come in. And the 3rd law is that your present is the best. So you don't think that this is the worst time. Your present is the best. Now, let us take some time to, give this a thought. Law of attraction says that we should always be positive, right? Or we should foster positive thoughts, and positive thoughts will come to us. Be around positive people so that the energy, it's basically a flow of energy that happens to you. I once spoke to a yoga master who said that if you do meditation for 40 days in the format that he has prescribed, the people around you will change. So I thought that was very a strange concept, because if the negativity is in my family, if it's in my spouse, my children, my maid, they're not going to change in 45 days. So I asked him, what is the secret? So he said, you have a level of energy. And when you meditate, you are going to elevate your level of energy. And when you elevate your level of energy, you do not see the same level of energy in these people. The people remain the same, but what you see in them differs. So basically you're changing, and then your perspective of people change. So that's a lot of philosophy for one day. With that, let me move on to the meeting of today. Today, we are going to talk about goals in life. Who does not have a goal in life? And to talk to us, we have one of our newest member, Toastmaster Dev Balaji. Dev is basically from Nagarkoil, now settled in Trivandrum, and he's been with TCS for more than 7 years. He's a solution architect. He likes public speaking, teaching, playing badminton. And I would say Toastmasters is a passion for him. So with that introduction, let me invite Toastmaster Balaji to take over the show. Over to you.
Raise your hands if you are attracted towards Arati just for his inspirational presidential speech. Raise your hands. Nobody?
Sorry, missed your question, Dave. What was it? Raise your hand if?
Raise your hands if you are attracted towards Arati just for an inspirational presidential speech.
Definitely.
Yes. Arati itself is raising. So that is how the impact of our presidential speech. Good afternoon, fellow testers, developers, solution architects, managers, in short, techies, or the person who predominantly work with mouse. Welcome you all to the Technopark.
Dave, you're breaking. Is it just for me? Dave,
Why
we can't
we
hear
need
you.
and how we can have this person. Am I audible?
It was breaking in between. Is it just for me?
What was happening?
Just give me a minute. I'll join from phone as well.
I think your net connection is poor.
I feel as if in the class.
Hello, am I audible now?
Went out. Yes, Dave, you
Yes.
are. Okay. So I don't know where I missed the script, so I'll come back again. So I'm going to choose in the need goals and how we can implement it. So first thing is, I'll just take you an example. I'm going to a place called as Chennai, let us say Chennai, to know about the place. If that is going to be my goal, just imagine I take a train from here, I go to Chennai, I roam all around for the complete day. And at the end of the day, when I return back, I don't know whether what I did is correct or not, or what I want to do, I've done or not. But rather take the second scenario. Think about like that. I'm going to explore the religious places in Chennai. I'm going to take 3 places, the oldest temple, the oldest church, and the oldest mosque. My agenda is very clear. Going to Chennai, visiting these 3 places before 8 p.m. and coming back to Trivandrum. So when I go there, I will directly take a cab, first go to the temple where I want to visit, and go to the church and go to the mosque. And then I take the return train from Trivandrum. I know that what I had as a goal, I have achieved it. And you will have a sense of satisfaction. The main thing you will have that satisfaction is that you have set a predefined specific time-bound goals. Rather, the first scenario, you would have roamed more than 200 kilometers within the city of Chennai, like in Tambaram, but a lot of places will feel unhappy that whether you have achieved a goal or not, because you really don't know what was your goal at the first place. Why I've chosen places like Chennai is, if I pronounce some places in Trivandrum, it will look funny. That's why I've chosen places in Chennai. So let me take a pause here to understand how the meeting will progress. The meeting will have 3 sessions: prepared speech, table topic, and an evaluation session. So we don't have a prepared speech session. To evaluate the complete meeting, we have someone called as general evaluator, and today our Toastmaster is a technical consultant at Alexei. He's going to play the person name, I'll reveal. But the most important thing is he has set himself 2 goals. But again, as I told you, once I tell what is the goal, you'll now understand, maybe if you feel slightly incomplete. His goals in life is to start a startup company and is to be a good storyteller. Wish him for that goals. So please put your hands to welcome Toastmaster Prakash to explain his role.
Thank you, TM Modi. You really put me in a difficult situation. I shouldn't have shared those goals. Okay. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm the general evaluator today, and my role as general evaluator is to evaluate everything that happens in the meeting. So clearly, I'll not be able to do all this by myself. So I have a very special team called TAC team. They'll be helping me achieve this goal. So let me first invite the timer to explain her role and responsibility. The timer for today is Toastmaster Shruti. Her life goal is actually to be a mentor. And the tip that she has shared is to have deadlines and set milestones, just like what Dev has mentioned. And for Toastmaster goal, to be a speaker, the audience remembers. So I think she has already achieved that. Again, that's her Toastmasters goal. So let me now invite Toastmaster Shruti to explain the role. Over to you, Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Prakash. Time management is life management. Won't you agree? Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, dear guts. If you cannot see my video and it is only the virtual background, that is intentional. As the timer, I act as a catalyst to improve your time management skills. Today, we only have table topics. A table topic speaker is encouraged to speak for a minimum of 1 minute and for a maximum of 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will change my virtual background to green, like this. When it is 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will change the background to amber, like this. At 2 minutes, I will change the background to red, like this, and it will stay on until the speaker finishes their speech. No indication will be given as to show that the 2 minute 30 seconds has ended. The red will stay on. So I request all the speakers to wind up their speech once the red card is shown. And good luck, all the speakers. That's it from my end. I will come up with a report towards the end of the session and handing over to the general evaluator. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti, for explaining that role clearly and bringing that really, really creative way of doing that. Thanks for that. And our next role player is Toastmaster Rajeshwari. I was confused with the Aditi. So Toastmaster Rajeshwari is taking up the role of accounder. She'll be explaining that role. Her life goal is to be happy. And the tip is to have consistency with the goal, to achieve the goals. The TM goal is, Toastmaster goal is to be a confident speaker and a leader. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajeshwari, to explain the accounder role.
Greetings, TM Modi, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of accounder, as you know, is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or a pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen to filler sounds, including I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, for example, repeating the word I, and likewise. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Prakash.
You need to unmute.
Oh, wait. I wasn't able to unmute for a while. I was just trying to message someone to unmute. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So the next role is a really important role, grammarian role. So the role player for today is Toastmaster Radhika. Toastmaster Radhika is a seasoned HR professional with 20 plus years of experience, and she is mostly focused on equity, diversity, and inclusion. Over to you, Toastmaster Radhika, to explain the grammarian role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prakash, and good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. So my role for the day is to play grammarian, and my responsibility will be to pay very close attention to all speakers and listen in. That is one attribute that I will also be able to learn through this practice. And I will be listening carefully to the way they speak, the language they use, and I will take note of everything. Improper language, as well as outstanding use of words, phrases, codes, and thoughts. And I will present the report at the end of the session when the general evaluator invites me back again to submit my report. I also have one more responsibility to present the word of the day to all of you. So the word of the day is something that we are learning today, a new word, or you are familiar with the word, but we are encouraging everyone to use this word frequently in your speeches, in your table topic discussions and all that. So the word of the day is catalyst. We have heard Shruti already using the word. Catalyst is a person or a thing that precipitates an event, someone or something that triggers something. Like a Toastmaster believing that her or his role is the catalyst for change. Or somebody using voice modulation to act as a catalyst to grab the attention of the audience. So this is the word. Please make use of it as many times as possible. And we will make note of it. And I'll come back with a report at the end of the session. Thank you so much. And back to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radhika, for explaining that role. Once again, thank you to tag team. So we will be coming back with our report when called upon to give the evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Devalaji.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Hope I am audible now and clear. Now is the most interesting part, why I have chosen this theme. There are two specific reasons why I have chosen this goal as theme. And first is, obviously, as you know, the last financial year is over and we have got our appraisal by the time of April, May. Some would be happy that we got what we wanted, and most of them would be a little bit upset that we expected for something and we got something. But most importantly, leave it behind. Let's move to the next financial year. New goals are set for us. And our managers, there are a lot of managers over here, will set you sometimes very unrealistic goals that you have to make sure the customer is so satisfied that he'll sell your property to you. Customer satisfaction, number of leads you put. So the main point of goal sheet is, before you start the financial year, they want you to achieve such things. That's why I thought I have to include goals and how to achieve that goal as a main thing as today's thing. The second reason is a little bit interesting. I work for a customer called as Walgreens. It is a retail store in US. And last week, my direct customer got changed. And there was some Indian who is going to replace him. He's the overall infrastructure architecture for that organization in UK. And to my surprise, the person was my classmate in 8th standard. And just imagine, his name is Pragadishwaran Mayappan. So he is going to be my customer and client. But most important thing, what I recollected and why I want to connect with this is, the one thing that he did differently compared to others to achieve where he is now is an interesting bit of story, which I want to take you back. When we were in 10th standard, I used to study with him and we used to play. But right at the last period of our school, which will be usually games period, he used to have a sheet of paper in his hand. At the end of the day, you used to see that, and sometimes he used to crush it and put it out, and sometimes he used to put it in the bag. One day I went out to him and asked, "What you are doing, Praga?" And he showed me. If you ask me what it was, at the start of the day when he came to the school, he has just mentioned the task that he's supposed to do in the particular day. He was learning for other entrance examination, like for example, learning these concepts for IIT JEE. So he has listed down some 2 to 3 tasks for that particular day. So at the end of the day, he sees that and he reviews that. If he has achieved it, he crushes and throws it out. If he has not achieved it, he puts that in the bag. But every month, at the end of every month, you just see the count of things that is in the bag. That will see how successful he is in that particular month. That is how, when you set a small goal and when you achieve it slowly and steadily, you can just see how you can reach the position where he is. And to compare that to me, I didn't have any goal till I am in college or till I am here. Even now, if you ask me, I don't know what is my life goal. That is the very most important thing that everybody should have at least one life goal in their life to know the meaning of the life. With that, let's proceed with the meeting. So next we have, as we have only one session, table topic session. To conduct this session, we have someone, but already this introduction, most of you would have known since he is very known to us. Every meeting, one or the other will see, but maybe she's in a call, so we have to take some time. So before I call upon Arati, I want to just speak more about the goals part. So hope it's clear why I've taken this theme. So after that, I have to tell you why we should have a goal. We got a point. So she's back. So I can again give the control to her. So she is someone, this person is someone who inspires us to run faster, to wake up and run, to motivate us to draw column. Even if you don't draw anything, if you are a very poor painter, it just motivates us to draw column or be a better public speaker. Or as you can see, a law of attraction, the very different ways someone can put a law of attraction. She's someone who can inspire us. So please put your hand and welcoming Toastmaster Arati for the next session.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev. I'm so happy that somebody is following my WhatsApp and Facebook status, and a little bit of inspiration, if I can pass it on. That's again my life goal. In fact, I would like to say that if you ask me what is my life goal, I like the way that Radhika put it, to be a catalyst for change. I think if with my little small deeds, if I can influence someone, that would be the best takeaway, I would say, of my life. And really love the concept of filling up a bag with things that you achieve. I think that is something that we can all do, have a jar of our achievements. It can be small achievement, even doing a table topics well today can be taken as a positive achievement and award that I can give myself. Thank you so much for that wonderful theme. And like you rightly said, we are in the middle of goal setting everywhere. And this is the right time to talk about goals and how do we achieve them. So my table topics are also aligned to this topic. So let me just share my screen. I would want volunteers to come up. For the guest, you can also participate. I will be showing a theme, a topic or an image in the screen, and I would call up someone who can speak, and you can speak for 1 to 2 minutes. You will get a grace period of 30 seconds to wind up after 2 minutes. And you can talk about what is shown either for the topic or against the topic. Now, can I have the first volunteer, Toastmaster? Rajeshri, I can pick. Yeah. Rajeshri, are you ready?
Aarti, I am the counter. It's okay, right?
It's okay because all of us are role players today, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. If something is important enough, you should still do it. Rajeshri?
Thank you, Toastmaster Arathi, for that wonderful topic. Yes, of course, if something is important enough, we will go ahead and do it, whatever the challenges may be in front of you. And on the other hand, if something is not so important, or we are not so interested, or we have doubt on taking that up, we will find an excuse and we will move away with an excuse. But that's what life is all about. We have to identify what is important for us and work on it without giving it up, because there are challenges ahead. We have to be consistent in whatever we are doing, because our goal should be in our mind. Whatever challenges we are facing, we should overcome it, and we should be focusing on our goal, and we should be consistent enough, because every day we won't be motivated to do things which we want to do. But if we are focused, or our end result or the goal, then we would find a way so that we can achieve the goal. And that's very important, which in whatever things we take up in life, whether it is personal life, work, or work-life balance, whatever it is, if you think it is important, you will definitely find a way to achieve it. And that this is one thing which I also personally believe in, because whatever is important won't come easy. So we have to be consistent and we have to work towards it. Thank you, Toastmaster Arathi, for the topic.
Thank you, Rajeshri, for sharing your view on if you think it is important, you should go ahead and do it. And I feel that that's right. Even if there will be lots of people to pull you down when you embark on it, but I'm sure that when you reach the top, the same people will applaud you and will probably say that you were the catalyst who made them think about such a possibility. With that, can I call upon, Suji to take up the next topic? Are you available, Suji?
Yes, Aarti, I'm here.
Yeah. So I have a topic for you. Unrealistic goals set by your leader, by your leads. How do you react to unrealistic goals set by your leader? Suji, because you are a leader, I'm going to put you in a spot and ask for it from your perspective. When your leaders give you unrealistic goals. Over to you, Suji.
Thank you, Aarti. And it is a beautiful opportunity. Happy to see all of us here. So, unrealistic goal set by our leaders. How I look at it is have a conversation with my leader, have a discussion to visualize what the goal is all about. It's something which we want to achieve collectively, not just as an individual, because it's going to impact the business, it's going to impact the customer, it's going to impact everyone around us. And if the goals are not realistic, then there's always going to be a rift in our day-to-day work life. It could be in the mental health, the psychological side. So it's always good to have a communication, because that's the beautiful catalyst which we can use in our day-to-day life to make changes. And sometimes that would truly impact the leader to bring in that change from being unrealistic to being realistic, which means you're more genuine. You're more on a humanitarian ground to understand that, yes, there's always a scope for change. So it's always good that we discuss, and we bring out what is important for me as a person into the organization. What is important from your point of view as a leader that I should be doing. So we both, get hand in hand to grow together. So ideally, that is what I personally feel about the topic which is given to me. So thank you, Aarti, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Suji. Spoken well. I think our 2 minutes of leadership dose delivered very well. Thank you so much for opening up the topic on the communication being the key in resolving this. This thing I have seen, probably I have exercised it. When you get an unrealistic goal, we talk. We talk to everybody except the leader. We talk to our peers, we talk to people down below us and tell them how unrealistic it is, but we do not probably reach out to the leader to find out what it is. So that's a very good takeaway. And, reaching a mid ground with the leader, telling our point of view and knowing their point of view will help us probably realize that why it is set and why we thought it is unrealistic, and probably we can have a middle ground there. And the fact that it affects our psychology, it is psychologically affecting us is also very important. Probably that is also very important these days, because people tend, once the goals are set, when they are not able to achieve it, they do tend to take it as a personal failure. So very important points. Thank you for covering that. Well, I'm glad I chose you for this topic. Now, let me a little lighter topic. Just a minute. Who's going to come next? Shruti?
I am the timer, Arati.
I can time you.
You are not going to let me go, are you? All right. Then, all right. Okay, good to go.
Your topic. I'm not lazy. I'm on an energy saving mode. Toastmaster Shruti.
A beautiful Saturday morning. I wake up into the bright sunlight and have a list in front of me. Today, I am going to wash all the clothes that are pending. Today, I am going to do puri masala that has been promised to my son for the past 1 week. Today, I am going to finish off that series I started a couple of months ago. Today, I am going to take a head bath, a nice bath, 1 hour long bath, and immerse myself in the dreams that I always had. I wake up, get started with the day. Today, maybe I can just pick those clothes that we all need for the next 1 week and keep the rest pending. It's already 10 o'clock. Maybe we should stick with upma instead of puri masala, because anyway, I cannot finish it off within 1 hour. Yeah, so many plans. But most of the weekends, I get into energy saving mode. And why? Because I am just lazy. Sometimes I really need to push myself to do more because the weekdays are so exhausting. So the weekends, what I wish to have is a little me time instead of all the, the perfect image that has been given to the lady that I am, because I am a mother, because I am a wife, because I am a daughter-in-law. Some days I feel guilty for what I do, but most of the days I just wish everyone else with me understands me a little more, that I can not always perform 100% in all the roles that are on me. That's all from my end. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti. Your style of including your experience was very, very, very nice, and we had an entertaining time imagining all the beautiful things that you said. I did have a little trouble multitasking all that, but okay. But I really wanted you to talk. Now, next topic. Radhika, do you want to take this? I think it is just a way of saying, please take it. I'm just asking you as if you have an option.
I'm good.
Yeah. If you wish to move mountains tomorrow, you must start by lifting stones today. If you wish to move mountains tomorrow, you must start by lifting stones today. Toastmaster Radhika. Did you see my screen?
No, but I got the topic.
Yeah. Over to you, Radhika.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti and fellow Toastmasters. The African proverb talking about moving little stones to move mountains. Beautiful, isn't it? So this is about the tiny drops making an ocean at some day. Tiny drops of kindness that makes an ocean of social justice someday. Tiny drops of efforts like connecting on a Toastmasters meeting on every Saturday or every Friday, and then speaking at the table topic discussion or taking up a role and building brick by brick your leadership journey, the brand you at the end of this season. And then working on that again to build on that brand, enhancing the value of that brand, reach and scope. So definitely tiny drops of persistent effort makes a lot of difference. And whenever you look back, you can see that whatever you have started 10 years back might have yielded a lot of results. The ROI would be there for everyone to see. So whatever your goal is, start today by making that small, tiny step. And after a period of time, you will come to know that, wow, I have achieved so much. All the very best. I follow this in my life, tiny drops of kindness, tiny drops of efforts to reach the goal that I visualize for myself. All the very best to everyone to try this path. Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika, for sharing your personal goal, or the way you look at goals, looking at it as tiny drops that you can achieve or conquer every day. That's really good. Now, let's move on. Does any of the guests want to speak? Srikala, do you want to try? You can speak for a topic for a minute or up to 2 minutes. It's easy. You saw how easy the topics are.
Yeah, okay. I'm not confident, but still I'll try.
All right. Your topic, no goal setting is also okay. No goal setting, guest Srikala.
Okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Actually, when I joined, I was a little apprehensive. I didn't know what's happening. But then I started enjoying the whole session, and I would love to be with you in the coming sessions. I don't know the procedure. I don't know whether I am the odd one out because I'm not from a techie side. And talking about this topic, that is goal setting, actually until maybe since 2015 only I started knowing about these goals and the word and how much it is important. I should personally say that, you know, without a goal, a person is like a ship without a destination. You will go round and round and round Maybe you will reach the destination where you were supposed to reach, or maybe you will not. Either way, if you know that you have reached a destination and you have tried for it and you are aiming for it, you will feel a lot of satisfaction. And with this word, that catalyst, always when you have a goal, and if you have a catalyst, for me, I chose Toastmaster because I felt it is a catalyst for me. So with that catalyst, I think I can reach the destination easier and faster rather than going around in circles, and maybe I'll reach. But I feel satisfaction comes with, and even the confidence also, self-confidence also comes when you know that you are crossing inch by inch towards your destination. That is what I want to say, and thank you so much. It was a wonderful session again.
Thank you, Srikala. You spoke very well. You brought in your goal of being able to effectively communicate and join Toastmasters right into it, and you have put yourself as a bait for all of us now. Shruti and Deepti is going to be right behind you to tell you how to be a member. But I really like that you realize that you have a goal and you have identified the catalyst who can help you there. So well said for a guest. I think we need to give her a great round of applause. I think that is, we will take one more, and I would like this to be the last one. I would like this to be open for all, because it is going to have two sides. All right. And let's keep it humorous. 10 differences between someone who sets a goal and who does not. 10 differences between someone who sets a goal and who does not. So let's keep it as an open discussion. I want people to actually support both, that it is okay not to set a goal as well. So let's start with not setting a goal. What are the 10 best things about not setting a goal? At least 5. Let's do 5. I will say start. No stress. If you don't set a goal, you are not stressed. You're relaxed.
You have your unlimited options.
Wonderful. You are not stuck to one destination. You have lots of, great.
You're more aligned to yourself.
You move aligned to yourself. You do what you want. Great.
It's a lifelong learning opportunity.
You don't have an end point, so it's lifelong.
You are open to new challenges every day because our goal is not set to one.
Open challenges. You never know what is going to come your way that day. That's 5.
There is no success or failure. You enjoy everything.
No success or failure. The journey is enjoyable. Wonderful.
You embrace the obstacles what come in your way.
You embrace the obstacles because you are living it one day at a time. You are not having more focus than that. Excellent. Shruti. Abhirami. I think we have a guest there.
Less anxious.
Yes. Would you like to share some thought on what benefits of not setting a goal?
People will be less anxious about their.
All right. People will not chase you to see how far you have progressed.
One of the health benefits is longevity.
So that indirectly leads to longevity. And if I tie it to what Prakash said, it's going to be a lifelong journey. So you cannot just finish it off. You have a whole life to do it. The last one, 10th one. What will be the deal maker?
You can be your authentic original self.
Authentic. You can be an authentic original self. But because you yourself don't know what it is going to be. So is that for the whole session, or can we do 2 minutes for the must have?
We can start again.
Yes. Now let us look at 10 benefits of setting goals.
We'll start.
Yes.
So
You
goals.
have clarity.
List for
Clarity. Absolute clarity. Yes. Rajeshri?
and goal setting acts as a catalyst for motivating you to do better, because you have a goal in front of you and you can improvise yourself and better yourself, keeping that goal in mind.
Okay. It helps you, improve yourself. You are measuring it because you have some clarity there.
Can I go, Arati?
Yes.
We have to, when sometimes we may not know how to overcome some obstacles, then we will need to connect with more people who are more experienced. So that creates more mentorship, mentor-mentee relationships.
Okay. Because you know your end goal and you know that you have not reached there, you might actually reach out for help, which is good. You build.
Can reduce distraction, loss of time and effort.
Absolutely. You reduce distraction because you know where you want to reach, and ties back to the story that Dave said about visiting specific places.
And it prevents you from being lethargic, because you cannot sleep because you know you have to get up at 6 a.m. to work out. So
that sounds like Abdul Kalam. If you know you have a goal to achieve, you cannot just sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You meet up with like-minded people to grow along together.
You have like-minded people. Now, I am going to contradict myself and say, I said no stress for no goals. I'm going to say no stress again here, because if you know where you have to go, it takes away half your stress. No stress. 8.
More productive.
You're more productive because you know what you want and you are sure, or you are clear.
Yeah, you choose quality over quantity.
Quality is important because you know what you want. Quality over quantity. And the 10th one.
Discipline.
Discipline. Yes. Discipline. Wow.
A sense of satisfaction, if we can have the 11th one.
All right, so then the scale tips towards you must set goals. A sense of satisfaction after achieving this. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating so well in this. Because we did not have a speech evaluation, let me give an evaluation of how we did right now. All speakers that I called were speaking so well on the topic. One suggestion is, when we do an impromptu speak, we tend to dive into the subject immediately. It would be good to compose yourself, greet the person who asked you to speak. Some of you started with an opening. Okay, this is a good topic, or this is the right topic, or I have something to share. You set the context and then dive into it. It also buys you time to think about the topic. And you can also give a good conclusion at the end when you're done. And if you have run out of ideas, there's no need to repeat it. You can just gracefully say that, okay, this is my takeaway. And when you can share a personal story, the message becomes much more personal, or, more accepted by the audience. So whenever you have a personal story to say, like Shruti says that there is so much serials or series that she has to catch up, that makes me also realize, oh my God, I need to do that as well. So you can relate. So with that, I have truly enjoyed running this table topics, and there is one chit that is going to my achievement jar today, that I did a good job of talking about goals and collected a lot. I made all of you work and give me 10 and 10 points about setting a goal and not setting a goal. Thank you so much, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Dave.
Thank you, Tabletop Master Arati. I am very sure that your goal would have been to make everyone speak in the table topic, and I think you have really achieved it. At least pulling everyone who is in mute or unmute. We want to pull everyone and say something. At least good morning or good afternoon. So thanks for that. So before we move to the next session, on quickly I want to say how to achieve it, or how do you set your goal, by giving a small example of Toastmaster. When I joined in 2019, my goal, like somebody said today, my goal, somebody asked me, what is your goal in Toastmaster? My goal was to be a better speaker, to be a better leader, to be a better listener. But that didn't work out, just because second year, if I reviewed it, am I a better speaker? I'm not able to review it. So second year, I slightly changed it. I made it like 2020, I made it like, I'm going to give speeches. That was my goal. Again, that didn't work out. By third year, I made a further clarity to my speech. I said to myself, I'm going to take a path and complete it. Guess what? Even this didn't work out. But this year, we are going to start the next Toastmaster year by July. So my goal is very clear. I have one Toastmaster term. I'll take up a new path, which will have 16 to 20 speeches, and I'm going to complete it. A realistic, time-bound, measurable goal. This is how, when you review at June 2023, I can really say if I achieve this goal or not. Right? So with that, let us move on to the next session. So Prakash, the screen is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devalaji. So it's time for the most important session of all, the evaluation session. So we do not have a speaker today, so we will start with the tag team's evaluation. Let me first invite Timer to give the timer report. Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you, Prakash, and hello, everyone. As you can see, this is the timer report for today. Everyone spoke well within the time that was allotted, 1 to 2 minutes. Toastmaster Rajeshwari, 1 minute 27 seconds. Guest Suji, 1 minute 44 seconds. Myself, 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Radhika and Grammarian, she took 1 minute 51 seconds. Our guest beautifully spoke about going in circles. She spoke for 1 minute 41 seconds, and the round robin was 2 minutes 17 seconds for against part and 2 minutes 33 seconds for the for part. I have thoroughly enjoyed all the speeches, and that's it from my end. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti, for that detailed report. Now let me call upon on the R-counter to give the report. Toastmaster Rajeshwari, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So there were all expert speakers except me and the newcomer Srikala. So I don't have the details for my talk except me. Srikala was using one or two times, but she was talking fluently. Except that, everybody was not having any fillers or repetition of words. So all went well. Congratulations, everyone. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Radhika to give the grammarian report. Toastmaster Radhika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prakash. Grammarian's role, or every tag team role, is about enhancing your listening skills. And you have to listen very keenly, attentively to pick up those points to discuss, whether it is a clutch word or a improper usage, or usages, great usages and holes. So my role here today was enjoyable because use of word of the day was very frequent. Most of our speakers had used the word of the day. Probably catalyst was a very easy words to remember and recollect and repeat. So Arati 4 times, Shruti 3 times, Prakash once, Dev once, Rajeshwari once, Suji once, and Srikala twice. So appreciate that. And when I look at the improper use and suggestions, I'm going with what Rajeshwari said. We did have very seasoned speakers today, and there was no improper usage or grammar. I need not be a grammar Nazi today. Everything was smooth and very, very well articulated. Great usages, plenty of that. Choose quality over quantity. Chip in my achievement jar. like-minded people. Communication is the key. Ship sailing without a destination. You cannot sleep if you have a goal, a dream. If something is important, even if the odds are against, we still need to go ahead and do it. I really thoroughly enjoyed all the conversations and all the table topics that Aarti has displayed on the screen. That was pearls of wisdom that we all had to learn and take away for the day. Thank you so much, and back to you, Gender Evaluator Toastmaster Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radhika, for that detailed report. Now, let me quickly go through my general evaluation. We are running out of time. So we started the meeting on time at 12:06. We started with the guest introduction and everything. Yeah, so TMOD, the goals, the theme was really an interesting as well as eye-opening theme, which I think I should go back to and take my note and look at it. Role players have done a wonderful job, and table topics, that was also really nice. It was really engaging and everyone got an opportunity to talk. That was also really nice. Then all the speakers, tabletop speakers, did an amazing job. And with that, I think a couple of points that I want to talk about is actually, I think there is some technical glitches. Even I had faced one problem. I was not able to unmute. Then the next point is actually about members' engagement. I think, for meetings, we might need to look at some other ways to bring in more role players. Those are the 2 points. So I'll hand it over to TMOD Balaji.
Thank you, Prakash. Let me also, for your beautiful evaluation, let me also wind up soon. I just want to do 2 things. When we need to set the goal. As you all know, there is no special time for it. It is now. Those who already have a goal, well and good. Those who don't have a goal, right after the meeting, take a note, write a daily goal, monthly goal, or a yearly goal. And the second thing I want to say is a single useful tip. Have that goal visible in your room or place where you see that often, so that it don't fade away. You might have a goal, but the next day, what is my goal? So you just ensure that every day you look at it somewhere or the other, that this is your goal. So that is the tip I want to share. With that, let me hand over to our president, Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev Balaji, for bringing up a wonderful, relevant, and appropriate topic for our meeting today. And I love the way you presented it, interlaced it along with the sessions, and finally wound up with a few tips for us. Writing your goal out and putting it where you can read it every day is key for us to be reminded of it. And I would also like to add that it would be good for you to have a mentor for each of your goals. In your personal life, you might want a mentor for specific things, but in a professional role, it is very important that you have a mentor and align your journey along with the mentor for that goal. With that thought, I'm formally concluding this meeting, 49th meeting of Technopark Toastmasters. Short, brief, but very loaded, I would say. I would like to inform you that I heard that Prakash wants to be a great storyteller, and we are bringing in an opportunity for you to learn from the best. We have an ace speaker, Distinguished Toastmaster Kadrivelan Pethi, visiting Trivandrum for the PMI regional conference, and we are going to have him for an in-person meeting on Monday, 23rd, where he's going to tell us the art of storytelling, how storytelling can be used in personal and professional space to help you advance. So do not miss that opportunity. Details will follow, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. With that, I formally declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you so much for your participation, and may this be the catalyst for the rest of your energetic journey forward. I would like to hear feedback from people who can stay back for a couple of minutes. Suji, Abhirami, Srikala would like to hear your feedback.
Suji. Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Yeah, Suji, I think Suji. Yeah, start with Suji.
Yeah,
fine.
Thank you so much. I mean, for me, this is the second Toastmaster session and it is really going beautiful. I saw the invitation on Zoom, on WhatsApp, and I was like, okay, I need to be here because there would be something new to learn. There would be something new to express. And when you started off with the law of attraction, it was like an arrow direct to my heart. I loved that topic. I loved you saying about those, practice of 40 days elevates the positive energies around, and very, very much resonating with it. And when I heard all other speakers also, it was so much of positivity, so many takeaways. It could be on the positive, on the, accepting side or not the accepting side of the topic. But then everyone had a graceful view about it. So lots to learn from here. And it is a learning phase for me. So I really feel happy that I'm here. Thank you so much for having me here. And I hope you all have a beautiful Friday and a lovely weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Suji, for sharing your feedback. It really helps all of us and keeps us motivated as well. Thank you so much. Srikala, please share how you felt.
Yeah, I've already told during my session that, initially I was a little bit apprehensive, but then it was like lock and key matching, like, you are suddenly with your group. That's what I felt. But then a little bit of point, what I was wondering is that all are techies, but I'm not from a techie background. So I don't know whether I am the right fit for this group. That's all. I am a little bit of worried. Otherwise, the speakers and the topics in which what you have told, everything, I was following all these topics since many years, like law of attraction and goals and all, because I was intrigued with that. I wanted to learn more. And goals, as I said, I already have put a goal that I have to be in Toastmasters. So all this aligned. And since the day I talked with Minto, I was waiting for a meeting like this, be it online or offline. Something or the other will come up at the correct time, and I cannot join. But now it just happened.
Yeah. No problem. I will help you. There are multiple clubs in Trivandrum. I will help you choose a club. We will connect offline.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining and speaking today. Abhirami, do you have?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just a +2 student, and I think I am the youngest one here. I don't think a Toastmasters meeting was just this much professionals group. I never thought about it. I just heard of this platform. I was really interested about it, and now it was my first Toastmasters meeting, and I am glad that I have got an opportunity to interact, and it was just amazing. Thank you.
Absolutely great, Sabrami, that you joined. Glad to know that you are the youngest. Even though we look not so young, we are very, very young at heart, and we will beat you at that. So please do connect to me over WhatsApp in the same group that you saw this poster. Please connect to me. I will help you take it forward. Thank you so much, and let's sign off now and see you in the next meeting. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Arati, I don't have your number. Can I have it?
Yeah. It's where did you get the poster from?
Minto's group.
Okay. I've just put it in the chat now.
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.